Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BSV TV. I'm your host Satoshi, and on this show we'll be defending the one and only, truly genuine Bitcoin. The Bitcoin that Satoshi Nakamoto designed in his white paper as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system for the world. Let's get the disclaimers out of the way. So all the statements that you hear on this show are opinion and must only ever be taken as opinion. They are never to be taken as any form of advice, family, financial, sexual or otherwise. And on that note, let's sit back, relax, have some fun and enjoy the show. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and set your own fee on Streamanity.
Yeah, I'm not surprised I wasn't asked why I'm convinced Craig is Satoshi. I posted on Reddit. He signed in my presence using the private key from block number one, the very first mined Bitcoin block. On a computer that I'm convinced had not been tampered with, on software I'm convinced that had not been tampered with, a message of my choosing.
At Enchain, we've just funded a number of universities doing, so far, a test up to 1 gigabyte because it validates what we've already done independently. We've tested up to 380 gigabyte blocks. We've tested 1 million transactions a second and transaction sizes up to 20 megabytes. Super complex scripts. Basically ones that can run operating systems. That's all of global commerce times about 50. On top of that, we can have complex scripts. On top of that, we can scale each of those transactions 1,000 times, which effectively means about 1 billion transactions per second, which means we can then have all derivatives, all complex trades. That means high frequency trading. It means everything that happens globally.
Is the market that effectively BSV is going for, is that global e-commerce, which is currently valued at $29 trillion?
No, that's too small.
Buy and sell Bitcoin instantly at bsvgravity.com. And you can now book and pay for your winter holiday at skibsv.com. Good afternoon, everybody. It looks like we are live, almost bang on 5. It's 3 minutes past 5. The time is 5 o'clock, and it's Easter Monday, the 5th of April, 2021. Let's get on with some gossip. Aaron Agutville in the house already. Thanks for joining me. Check it out. Just a few fun bits to go over to start with. This guy here, whoever he is, Chase Lester, that put up a poll on Twitter saying, "Will the real Bitcoin please stand up? Let's settle this once and for all." Said we had a choice of either BTC, BCH, or BSV, and after 629 votes, BSV came out on top with 83%, and he has since deleted the post off Twitter. Oh dear, I did find that funny. And this is also a bit of FUD apparently. Unfolded here said Bitcoin.com domain has been put up for sale. Bitcoin.com is available for $100 million. And immediately the shitcoin cashers were all over this guy. This is FUD, that's outrageous, why are you doing this? You know, and apparently it was something to do with Jameson Lop. Just the other shitcoiners, like just adding more shit to the shit show. I mean, it is kind of like quite funny when you think about it. So they've said here, so they read the shitcoin cashers think that the core coiners have done this, saying they're afraid after Kim.com calmly, verbally, completely steamrolled the maxi talk points into the ground. Seems strange that on the day that Bitcoin Cash is pumping a lot, Jameson Lop and the other BTC maxis started spreading fake news that Bitcoin.com is for sale. If true, that would clearly damage Bcrash a lot. Maybe this is just one more dirty trick by the BTC maxis. I mean, it is fun. It's just fun for the shit show. It's just I do find it absolutely hilarious. You know, I'm involved in it. Well, I try and stay away from it, you know, but I mean, it's such a joke. It's such a joke. But anyway, just a quick look at the prices. Bearing in mind, if you people are watching this on YouTube, it's a week late. The markets are, you know, in terms of like, you know, the price is looking really good. Not that I go on about price all that much, but it's just, you know, some price discovery I think is starting to kick in. I mean, if we just have a look at this for a second. Here we go, Bitcoin. Look at this. Look at this. 7% in the last 24 hours, and that graph's looking really good. It's looking really good. And then in the week, so it's 16% up on the week, 34% up on the month. I mean, this monthly chart is looking really strong. So yeah, I'm loving that. You know, obviously, I mean, because the price is the end result of all the hard work that's gone in before it. So if we looked at the short positions, though, what's kind of funny about this is that the short positions have increased, which means just sort of like illustrates shitcoiners' expectations that they think the price is going to come down, but sooner or later they're going to shit themselves and they're going to give up. So it's currently, an 87% short ratio. But they don't realize that these shitcoin enterprises are being squeezed off the chain. They do not have any Bitcoin left to start suppressing the price. You know, they're being shoulder barged out. So it's looking great. Loving what I'm seeing in the moment. Love this space. Love this space. So let's get into the stuff that I've seen on CoinGeek. So I want to get into this one. So obviously, you know, we've had a bit of fun earlier this afternoon with the shitcoin news. I might call it the shitcoin show. You know, just for laugh, change the name, spice it up a little bit. Instead of a bit of comedy, afternoon comedy, the shitcoin show sounds better. But here we've got UK updates digital tax treatment to account for staking. So we know that staking is a security. So let's see what it says here. 6 hours ago by Ed Drake. Tax authorities and obviously this applies to me, so I'm going to be quite interested in this. Tax authorities in the United Kingdom have published updated guidance for the treatment of digital assets, or digital currency assets, offering a description on the tax treatment of staking for the first time. Her Majesty's Revenue and Custom published the update guidance to address the issue of proof of stake rewards, which has previously been treated informally in the same way as mining rewards. All right. The new guidance replicates the wording for the guidance published on block reward mining, but applied to staking, effectively securing this position in law. However, the fact that both now have distinct guidance published creates the opinion for divergent tax positions in the future. The guidance was issued as part of HMRC's new internal manual for taxing digital currency assets, bringing together various disparate pieces of guidance for businesses and individuals engaged in digital currency markets. In a statement, a spokesperson for HMRC said the guidance reflects the agency's commitment to giving clear guidance on taxation in the digital currency sector. The guidance manual demonstrates our commitment to providing clarity to our customers and will help individuals and businesses understand the tax consequences of different types of transactions in crypto assets. The HMRC spokesperson told another outlet, this builds on the previously published policy papers and will provide a more flexible approach to updating customers in this fast-moving sector. As per the new guidance, tax falls on staking income where this amounts to a taxable trade, which depends on a number of factors, including the commercial nature of the organisation and the degree of risk involved. If the activity amounts to a trade, it will be taxed based on profits, calculated according to the relevant tax rules. Where this is not the case, the pound sterling value of a digital currency asset is to be taxed as miscellaneous income. The clarification will be welcome certainty for those involved in digital currency staking, both individuals and businesses. All right, okay. I mean, again, it's just the actual tax office is taking this seriously because they're saying, look, this is what you've got to do if you're involved in this thing. This is no longer a fad or a FUD. It's good news. It's good news. The space is developing and maturing legally, on those grounds. On a technical note, I saw this one. So it said, tokenized new API tools make a serious competitor to banking as a service solutions. So let's just see what this one was. Our man John Southhurst, Bitcoin SV train on the ground. So tokenized new API tools make it a serious competitor to banking as a service solutions. All right. Contract and token management platform Tokenized has released a set of tools that will make it easier for businesses, organizations, and even individuals to integrate Bitcoin into their projects. The full API set and documentation are now available on Tokenized website. Oh, excellent. So they've said here on the Tokenized website or on Twitter, we're proud to announce the launch of Tokenized API, the backbone to our smart contracting platform. We are officially open for business. The official announcement can be found on our blog. Likes, retweets, and claps are greatly appreciated. If I was technical, I would love to do that. I'm gonna have to improve my my techie understanding. With its technical backbone now fully available, Tokenized can focus on bringing more clients to the Bitcoin world and looking at solving their specific business problems. In a blog post announcing the launch, Tokenized CEO James Belding said the company's aim is to connect market participants and make voluntary exchange simpler, faster, and lower cost. He described Tokenized features as a serious competitor to cutting-edge banking as a service, which is the BaaS, solutions that would create whole new markets. Tokenized system features groundbreaking capabilities never seen before in a production system. He wrote, Tokenized provides 24/7 business-to-business support for users and is also ready to support potential users with advice and guidance on how they can integrate Bitcoin to suit their specific needs. Discussions with potential users. Speaking to CoinGeek, Belding said his company is currently talking to a number of companies who are interested in leveraging the platform to issue smart contracts for some very exciting use cases. I seem to remember a discussion taking place where the Bank of England was mentioned. You know, I don't know the details of it again. You know, vague memory. Well, it was actually a more than a vague memory. You know, but it was dropped in conversation. I'm sure of it. You know, for their, I mean, again, the Bitcoin network is the only network suitable for hosting central bank digital currencies. Like literally, it's the only one. So, yeah, you know, exciting use cases. That would certainly be one. My goodness. This launch allows our prospective customers to begin to evaluate our solution, and some of these companies have already started testing our platform capabilities. Oh. They've started testing their platform capabilities. I wonder if that's what we're seeing on D Drive. On this, which is Bitcoin Blocked Live. Let's have a look at this. Bring this up. Charts. See, look. I mean, look at the number of transactions on there. Absolutely staggering. You know, D Drive. Not mentioned, so no one really knows what it is. You know, could it be something big like that? I mean, that's huge. I mean, look at the volume of transactions, amazing. And then we'll also look on trends.cash again as well to look at this. There you go, apps ranking by performed actions. So I mean, look, we've got B Drive. I mean, what on earth is that? You know, and like number 3 and 4. You know, 10. I mean, what are these things? Again, you know, I think what we're looking at here is these tokenized applications being tested. That's what I think. See, look, they're already starting testing our platform's capabilities. Ooh, I think that's what we're looking at. We look forward to spending the coming months collaborating with them to develop industry-leading products and services. Wow, massive. Key features of tokenized systems include the new API set, a user-friendly smart contracting and management engine that can be used without coding knowledge, full token issuance and management, peer-to-peer asset transfers and atomic swaps, plus Oracle and on-chain messages. Its contracts are flexible and can easily update, amend while recording all changes on the blockchain for later reference and proof. Tokenized code is open source, fully utilized Bitcoin script is special payment verification friendly, without backwards compatibility issues and is able to integrate with non-blockchain banking services for fiat currency on-off ramps. Security and identity are central to its integrity with know your customer features and vault/lock boxes for user created and other assets. Oh, this sounds brilliant. Brilliant. The tokenized platform as a service. The APIs are an essential part of tokenized platform as a service model, which includes a full-featured web app, a mobile app companion, a digital wallet service, smart contract agent hosting, a client library, and know your customer verification service and banking gateway, Paymail and Oracle hosting, and other Bitcoin-related infrastructure services. There are two versions of the APIs. One is the live version, which handles real assets and data on the blockchain. That's probably what we're witnessing there. And the other is a test version. The test API is a sandbox mirror of live API that contains its own database of users, contracts, and assets, and approves all handshakes automatically, allowing developers to try out the features and test how to integrate them into their own solutions. Accessing the live API requires creating and registering an authentication device in code, the instructions for which are here. In its documentation, Tokenized also offers instructions on how to create JSON web token to access its endpoints and how to create secure handshakes, operations required to gain access via its authenticator app. Again, this is way over my head, but sounds good. Quote here, we're excited to meet new prospective customers that are looking to build high quality solutions that deliver real and long lasting value to people around the world. Building added. If you think our platform may be able to help your business, then please don't hesitate to reach out by sending an email to inquiries@tokenized.com. We'd love to schedule an intro call to discuss your vision and needs. I mean, this is big. This is big. You know, this is for big business and big tech. You know, Bitcoin doesn't mess around. You know, this is some serious stuff. I love this. And I don't mind being biased saying that, I love Bitcoin. And lastly, in editorials, Patrick Thompson said here, institutional investors are here, but why? All right, good question. Let's just see, shall we? I mean, we know why they're here. Well, they should know, maybe. Accredited and institutional investors are increasing their exposure to digital assets. Over the past few months, we've seen legacy financial institutions increasingly discuss digital assets and express that they are seeing client demand for digital currencies. Today, Goldman Sachs announced, this is, by the way, March 31st. Today, Goldman Sachs announced that they are looking to offer Bitcoin and other digital assets to its clients in Q2 2021. Coming up. In fact, we're in it now, April. And earlier this month, Morgan Stanley announced that they would begin offering their wealth management clients access to at least one digital currency-related fund. It's just so stupid. They're like, oh right, so they're only offering their wealth management clients, access to. Oh yeah, don't worry, we'll buy it for you. You just sit at home and be an armchair investor. Carry on using that. Filthy fiat currency that's going down by 15% a year with the amount of quantitative easing that's going. It's ridiculous. Bitcoin is a commodity. It is common to everybody. Everybody has to be able to use it. Yeah, it's ridiculous. For years, we have heard blockchain and digital currency enthusiasts spread the rumor that institutional investors are coming. And that when they arrive, the blockchain and digital currency space would take off. Well now, those institutional investors are here, and the blockchain and the digital currency industries have both had positive performances since the accredited investors, institutions and corporations began building digital currency portfolios and enabling digital currency support. So who's gotten involved? A load of shitcoiners have gotten involved, really. Beyond Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley, several corporations such as Tesla, MicroStrategy, I've heard all these names before, and Square Crypto, again, that's like, Jack from Twitter, among many others, have added digital currency to their portfolios. Outside of the companies that are merely accumulating digital assets, some companies have integrated digital currency into their operations. Visa has implemented a digital currency solution into its payment settlement layer, letting its partners settle their payments in USDC. Shit show. PayPal has also integrated a digital currency solution into its payment layer, and now lets consumers pay for goods and services in 4 different digital currencies at checkout. Joke, absolute joke. At Backed, the digital currency custodian launched by Intercontinental Exchange and owner of New York Stock Exchange, has launched a digital asset marketplace that gives all digital assets, digital currency, loyalty points, gift cards, etc., increased liquidity and interoperability. God, I hate all these buzzwords. Absolute bollocks. Why now? As I mentioned above, blockchain enthusiasts have been waiting for legacy financial institutions and corporations to enter the digital currency industry for years. So why have they just decided to pay more significant roles in the digital assets industry? There are several right answers to that question, from the fact that legacy finance would like more control over their digital asset industry and its money flows, to the fact that retail investors are increasingly becoming interested in digital assets and therefore legacy institutions have to meet that demand. But the fact that I would like to see, that I would like to take a closer look at, should be at that maybe. Unlike the digital currency boom in 2017, the global economy is in bad shape. The coronavirus effectively shut down countries, major cities and local economies when many businesses closed their doors for a period of time. When businesses closed their doors, they were not generating revenue, which caused many businesses to shut down, shop for good, or to lay off workers. As a result, many people and economies entered a state of financial turmoil, a state that most cities and countries are actively trying to recover from. In the United States, the solution has been to create several stimulus packages. Again, we've seen in the graphs, the stimulus packages are not doing anything. And they haven't been doing anything since the last financial crisis. It's absolute bollocks. For anybody who doesn't see my chart show in the mornings and stuff, I'll just show this to you. So this is the amount of stimulus that's been printed in like literally, since, oh my God, like April, so a year ago. But this is the graph here for the velocity of money in the economy, which shows you it's been doing absolutely nothing since its peak of Q4 2007. It's not doing anything at all, literally. So yeah, stimulus. It's not stimulating anything apart from causing bubbles in stores of value. So it requires the Fed to print more money, give US residents the free money, and give businesses forgivable loans and aid. However, as the money supply grows and more money begins circulating, the money supply becomes inflated, and investors begin to fear the negative consequences of inflation, such as a weak dollar and the effect it has on asset prices. As economic problems persist, the Fed continually meddles by implementing monetary and fiscal policies. That means printing more, so they can't do anything else. Or raise interest rates. They're not going to do that because people are edge dwelling from the last financial crisis on low interest rates. In an effort to either give the economy the boost it needs to return to normal, or to slow the economy's rapid growth so that it returns to normal. That basically what they mean is like preventing people from borrowing money, which is what they've done by shutting the economy down. Gold used to be the asset that many investors turned to in times of economic turmoil. It was one of the only forms of money that remained relatively unaffected by the policies the Fed implemented to help the economy. But gold is far from a perfect form of money. It is not very liquid. Transaction fees accompanied with buying and selling gold can be steep, and younger generations are simply not interested in gold as an investment the same way that boomers are. In addition, financial institutions are federal governments that immerse themselves in gold markets to the point where they do seem to have a bit of influence and impact on the economics of the gold market. Digital currencies may face this problem in the future, but we'll save that story for another day. The problems the economy is experiencing, the helping hand the Fed tries to play, and the decreasing popularity of gold are a few of the top reasons that digital assets are increasing in popularity and price, and as a result are why institutional investors and legacy financial institutions are interested in supporting digital currencies in increasing capacities. Because it's the only solution. But again, they're just confused, and there's all these, arseholes that have screwed up Bitcoin. And people that haven't got the intellectual capacity to see through it and understand it, really. Fed-free money. Digital currencies have economic similarities to precious metals like gold, however, are arguably a better form of money than gold and are free from government manipulation. Both gold and digital currencies serve as a hedge against inflation since they are priced in dollars. However, digital currency is much more liquid than gold, and the transaction fees associated with buying digital currency or selling digital currency are much lower than the transaction fees associated with buying and selling gold. But more importantly, digital currencies are free from federal government manipulation. The Fed cannot implement monetary or fiscal policy that directly impacts digital currency. Some of the policies that the Fed implements may make digital currency a more or less appealing investment compared to other assets, commodities, and equities, but the policies implemented will not directly impact the economies of digital currency. Given the problems the global economy is experiencing and the way that the Fed is intervening to bring the economy back to normal, many investors have turned to digital currencies since digital assets go unscathed. Oh, it's because they're all Ponzi schemes, fixing supply. Make up a good story, pump and dump them. Absolute bollocks. And actually benefit from the measures the Fed is taking to boost the economy at the moment. Yeah, because the people are trying to store their value. So they're looking for stores of value. The old guard are going into traditional ones like, gold and silver, precious metals and all that. Newbies are going in, taking a risk on digital assets because they've been told that the blockchain is going to be around forever. Only Bitcoin will be. That being said, the economy appears to be far from normal, and many people in the United States are expecting the Fed to sign yet another economic stimulus package to boost the economy. I've heard they've already done that. Joe Biden announced something the other day. Can't be asked to look at it now. I need some food. As more money continually enters the money supply and the US dollar becomes weaker, investors are going to look for alternatives. They are going to look for locations to park their money that will outperform the assets, commodities, and equities, and the Fed can manipulate by implementing policy. They're going to turn to and have already started turning to digital assets, digital shitcoins, Ponzi schemes. This explains why accredited and institutional investors, as well as corporations, are becoming increasingly interested in allocating their US dollars in digital assets because they believe the actions that the Fed will take will be bad for their assets, commodities and equities, but beneficial for digital currencies. Well, again, they are kind of right, but it's only really going to be beneficial for Bitcoin, really, because Bitcoin is the world's only genuine digital commodity that can therefore be used as a medium of exchange because it's the only one with any fundamental value. That is it, really. So let's just have a quick look on Google, see if we can find we'll do Joe Biden stimulus. Joe Biden stimulus package. What's the latest stimulus package? 1.9 trillion. That was announced back in January. Is there a more recent one? So 6th of March. This is on BBC News. 11th of March. This must be it. Biden signs 1.9 trillion COVID relief bill, clearing way for stimulus checks, vaccine aid. So key points: President Joe Biden signed the $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief package on Thursday afternoon. This was dated the 11th of March. The plan, his top priority as president, sends direct payments of up to $1,400, extends a $300 per week unemployment insurance supplement, expands the child tax credit, and puts funds into vaccine distribution. Democrats passed the legislation on their own in Congress as Republicans questions the need for a major stimulus package while the economy improves. Yeah, there we go. 1.9. Again, they're making it up. It's outrageous. It's absolutely outrageous. But, you've got the most powerful people in the world being able to print their own money. They're not going to go down without a fight. Ever. They can print whatever they want. you know, and nobody understands Bitcoin. But yeah, we know what's coming. Fingers crossed. Shout out to people in the chat box, as well as Aaron that's already in there, SK83M, and Diddy Weldon and Neezy. Diddy Weldon asking, did I see John McAfee has been in Spain in a Spanish prison for 6 months, and the inmates call him Papa America. Got that from Janice's wife. Papa America. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, I'll just do a ding dongs to people in the chat box. SK38M, you'll have to put yours in there because I can't remember what yours one is. I've got Diddy, there we go. Oh, number go up, swiping to send on the way to you. There we go. And Neezy, you are next. NEE, there we go. Swiping to send. And Aaron, I'm sure I've got yours in my contact list. AAH, there we go, got it. Swiping to send on the way. Alright, SK83M, just need yours. So if I get it in the next 8 seconds. Hey, alright, so that's K83M. Okay, here we go. K83M. Hey, there we go. Nice one. Swiping to send on the way to you. Great stuff. There we go. Nice one. Right, guys, enjoy the rest of your Easter Monday. Enjoy that chocolate. Remember to work off those calories. It's not good piling it on. And have a watch of the rest of my shows. I still did the chart show early this morning and did a little bit of comedy news this afternoon, which I did find quite funny. And that's today done. Catch you guys tomorrow. See you later. Get paid for posting your pics on Relica. Download the app now at www.getrelica.com. Get your tweet etched on Twitch, forever on the Bitcoin blockchain. Do it today at www.jointwitch.com. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Support independent content creators on micropayment platforms such as Streamanity, Twitch and Relica. We should profit from our data, not the large corporations who track, monitor and sell it. If you enjoy the Bitcoin content that I produce, please support me by heading over to www.satoshi.tv, where you can keep up to date with all the latest news, gossip and content as it's created. Thanks very much. To get started in Bitcoin, go to freebsv.com, where you can claim your free Bitcoin. Then head over to Twitter and follow @IamSatoshi, where you can take part in his very generous and world famous free giveaways. The future of advertising meets the power of Bitcoin at Tonic Pow. Get paid for posting advertising campaigns to your social media profiles. Go to www.tonicpowads.com.